Dear learners, I hope all of you are fine. I am also fine with the grace of Almighty Lord. Dear learners, I hope always you are staying safe and sound and always you are following the rules of health. Dear learners, you know that the COVID-19 is spreading rapidly, and for these reasons, you should stay always home. You should not go out of your residence. Always you try to stay home. If you have any emergency work to go out, then wear your mask and eat properly and don't touch nose and mouth. Please follow the rules of health and wash your hand properly and wash your clothes. And try to have a shower after returning home. Instantly. Dear learners, I hope you are always following the rules of health to avoid COVID-19. And I hope also always you are following our class and you are practicing the staying home. Dear learners, as we can't give you class directly because of COVID-19, we are always sending our class through YouTube and Facebook. So try to follow it and practice staying home. And if you have any problems, then you write in your comment box. We will try to give you solutions. Dear learners, the last day I taught you about gerund. Today I will give you some instructions how to write some conditional sentences. You know that in our subcontinent, conditional is classified into three. The first condition, second condition, and third condition. Today, I will discuss about the conditions, and especially conditional sentences are written with the conjunction if, and I will try to give you this in this session. You will try to follow my class. You can see on the board that this is the conditional sentence. Dear learner, in the first condition, if plus present plus present, if plus present plus future, if plus present plus future. Dear learner, there will be two clauses. The first clause is your subordinate clause, and after subordinate clause you will have to put comma. Then the principal clause will be in future. I'm going to give you an example. If you invite me, then comma, I will come. Dear learners, you can see this is the subordinate clause. If you write the subordinate clause in the beginning level, then you will have to put comma. Then you will write the principal clause. So, this is the subordinate clause. If you invite me, and I will come is principal clause. You can write the principal clause in the beginning of the sentence. Then you will have to not keep it comma. Let's see with next example. I will help you if you come. Dear learners, you can see that there are also two classes. If I will help you is another clause, and if you come is another clause. In this clauses, you can see that this is called the principal clause and this is the subordinate clause. If you write the subordinate clause in the ending or in the second part, then you will have to not give any comma. So you should strictly follow this. I'm going to give you a more example. If you get a plus, we will buy you a laptop. Dear learners, you can see that this is subordinate clause. If you get a plus, we will buy you a laptop. Here you can see that this is the principal clause. If you write the principal clause in the ending, then you will have to put here comma. Then the before, this is the subordinate clause. If you write the subordinate clause at the beginning level, then you will have to put comma. Then you write the principal clause. Okay, I am going to give you more example to make it clear. We must come if the weather is fine. If the weather is fine, we must come if the weather is fine. It is also conditional sentence. All of these are the first conditions. So we must come if the weather is fine. Dear learners, you can see that this is the principal clause. If you write the principal clause in the beginning of the level, then you will have to write the subordinate clause and you will not put any comma. You will not use a comma. So you will have to write this directly. Dear learners, I am going to give you more example on different. Sometimes in first conditions we also write E plus present plus present. Sometimes we write dear learners, you try to stay with me. Dear learners, if plus present is also in a conditional sentence. In the first conditions, if is universal true or real, then you can write in if plus present. If you hit ice, it will melt. So you can write it if plus present. Sometimes you can write it if plus present if this is in first condition. And you can write also if the sun rises, fog disappear. If the sun rises, fog disappears. Is also if plus present in the first conditions. Dear learners, now you will go to the second conditions. So stay with me. I hope all of you have understood it clearly. If plus present in first condition and if plus present plus future in first conditions. Now I'm going to give you example and I am going to make you understand about the second conditions. Dear learners, so follow me. And in second conditions, you will have to write if plus past plus first condition. Let's say if you invited me in the first sentence, first indefinite or first simple, then first condition means I would come. This is the first condition. So you will have to, like this first conditions, you can write, there are two clauses. First one is here, you can see if you invited me is the subordinate clause and I would come is principal clause. So if you write the principal clause in the beginning, then you will have to not put comma. I have used here comma because I have already used here the first conditions in the beginning of the sentence. I would help you if you help me. Dear learners, you can see here, I would help you if you help me. Here you can see that I have used here the principal clause in the beginning of the sentence, so I have not used here comma. Then I have used here subordinate clause. So if you write the subordinate clause in the last, then you will have to not give any comma. So you will have to make two clauses. I have also expected that you have already understood it. The principal clause, subordinate clause will be in past indefinite tense, and the principal clause will be past conditions. It means the subject plus would and present form of verbs. Dear learners, I hope you have understood it. And if for your more practice, I am going to give you more example. Dear learners, look at the board. If you passed in the exam, we would promote you. If you passed in the exam, we would promote you. If dear learners, you can see here that I have used here past indefinite tense, if plus past indefinite, then you will have to write your past conditional sentence. I hope that you have understood it clearly. Now I will try to make you understand the next conditions. It's called the third condition. So you stay with me. Dear learners, you have already understood, already have made you understand first condition, second condition. Now I'm going to discuss third condition. In third conditions, you can write your if, then, past perfect, plus perfect condition. Dear learners, you will have to put here comma if you write the principal clause in the last and subordinate clause in the beginning. So now I'm going to give you more example to make it clear here. I have already discussed about the first condition, second condition, and third. And now I'm going to discuss the second, third conditions. So I hope all of you have understood it clearly. If you follow me, then you can understand it clearly. I'm going to give you more examples on third conditions. If you had finished your lessons, if you had finished your lesson, then you can write you would have, then past present from a verb made a good result. Dear learners, I have written here that if you had finished your lesson, you would have made a good result. Dear learners, you can see here that this is the prince subordinate clause, then I have put here comma, then this is the principal clause will be perfect condition. Dear learners, here I'm going to give you more example. I would have gone there. Then you will write there if he, then past perfect, had called me. If he had called me, I would have gone there if he had called me. Dear learners, you can see here, this is the first conditions. If you write as principal clause, if you write the principal clause in the beginning, then you will not put here comma. So if you write the subordinate clause in the last, then you will not write the comma. The subordinate clause is first perfect, and the principal clause is in first conditions. Dear learners, I have already discussed here the first condition sentence, second condition, third condition, and if you press if plus present plus future, then sometimes you can write your if plus present plus present. If plus present plus present. Dear learners, I hope all of you have understood clearly. Dear learners, you try to practice this staying home, and I hope you will make a good result in the exam, and it will be easy for you to make it. It is very important for right form verbs to make sentence and completing sentence to use of characters. So for these reasons, you will have to practice this, and you will be able to make any conditional sentence if you practice. So I hope always you will try to practice and stay home. Bye.